DJ Fatxo is a liar, a big fat liar. You know, there is that we call facial expressions. When you are doing investigation to a person, you don't actually, you are advised, don't listen much to what they are saying. Listen to what they are not saying.
Yeah.
Okay? So find, like, if he was defiled, how many people defiled him? So it might take a few times, because you might find out, okay, there is a DJ Fatxo, and then you find another unknown element. So it might take some time, maybe 3-4 months. You taking the video as evidence means you have no trust in your children, you have no trust in your house help,
Yes.
okay? You just have trust in you. You know, Andrew Kube is my best friend, but I'll just tell him on this, stop being foolish. Stop being
Really?
stupid, Andrew. Yeah. Because
Hello nice people, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, and for the returning subscribers, I love you so much. Today I'm here with one of the known, I even don't know how to introduce him. We are here with Truth Watchdog. He is known mostly for covering up crimes that happen here in Kenya, especially here in our city, Nairobi, Kenya. How are you, Truth? How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Uko aje?
Fresh sana.
Long time.
Niko tu, nyinyi ndio mnitafuti, niko
Okay.
kabisa.
Can you please introduce yourself maybe to people who do not know you and what you are doing?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, kama kama kawa, Truth Watchdog hapa, na walete kweli kaa dawa, ukipenda na meza, ukikataa tunakumezesha. Kwani iko nini? As usual, what I do exposes, and I expose the bad behavior within our environment. So I just make sure that, you know, nobody cons you. There are no scams in the country. So that's what I'm trying to fight, and also without siding and without fearing.
Since you have started from there, what really motivated you to start exposing people? Because we know as much as we are doing it to help people, it's such a dangerous thing to do because people are out here maybe wanakutishia and stuff like that. So what motivated you to start doing this?
The fact that no one is doing it and people are so much afraid to confront the evil, then it means there must be someone. Even God decided to send Jesus because there was no one on the ground. But what motivated me on ground is there was that old lady at Archives. Then she had lost 4,700 something, and she was crying, and everyone was just passing as if nothing is happening. So when I went there to help, and then I was, you know, some people just came in and tried to scare me away, like I should leave the lady alone, she's mad and stuff. I felt so bad that there is that disrespect between the aged and of course now the stages, the youngings that we are there. So I felt like somebody needs to step up for these old ones, somebody needs to step up for the weaklings. So that's what motivates me.
Yeah, by the when it comes to that specific expose, I saw you, I think you are in Archives, and these are the people who always pretend to sell shirts and give out fonts, but yet they're stealing for people. After that, I've never seen them in town. Do you know maybe their progress so far?
We do close follow-up. Usually I don't work alone. That's what people make mistake. That's what scammers, and of course I say the dark light, things that I am, the white small light, a flame that they can just, you know, like do away with. So I don't work alone. I work with authorities very closely. So there are cases that when I look at them, I weigh. There are cases I can take them out myself. There are cases now that you need to involve in the officers and get the details. So that's why it takes me some time to come up with a very serious video, because I need to make sure that I am done with them completely. That's why they've never come back. Because you can remember Citizen TV had covered this, NTV had covered this, but none of them was able to get rid of these people completely. So yeah, it calls for you to understand your game and then deal with the right people, because in authorities, again, we have bad people and we have good people. So you just need to work with those who believe that the little that belongs to you is yours, and the much that belongs to the other person is theirs, without having to have the little to con from those who do not even have. It's not better. Yep.
Okay, some people might not be able to understand. Let's go way back, because they might not know why you are doing exposes. Like, are you a normal Kenyan citizen? Like, how did this start? Because lazima ukuwe an experience from the past. Watching back from the past, you used to be in the army, if I'm not wrong. How was it, and ulitoka aje huko?
Okay, being in the military is one of the best things that ever happened to me because before I joined the army, I was that one very indisciplined youth, okay? And nobody could tell me anything. But when I joined the army, I realized that actually in life there is the aspect of discipline, there is the aspect of following instructions and commands, and that actually molded me into the person I am today. The reason as to why I left the army, actually I don't like to use the word I left because I still felt like I was worth of it if given a chance. But again, I was a liability in this sense. When I joined just like any other KDF soldier.
Okay.
And when you go there, they are different. It's just like classes. You take different units. So I took the sniper part of it. And I'm still good, and nobody has ever broken my record to date. Okay?
Wait, meaning you are like ulikuwa a good sniper? Ama?
I'm the only one. Okay, there are many.
Yeah.
But the one that is actually the best produced ever in Kenya was me.
Wow.
So what I was doing is was just to make sure I clear the path, and also sometimes your services as a sniper is not needed, so you are not on the ground and stuff like that. So what made me leave is actually we are deployed in different areas.
Yeah.
Sometimes you join other countries. Sometimes even sometimes it's international, not just Africa. It's international. So when you're having these trips, there are things that happen within the deployment, and they could actually affect your normal thinking, your normal seeing of things, and that is described as a serious depression of the mind, which you call PTSD. Yes, it is real. That is now when a person thinks you're living and you're dead at the same time. Huge confusion. So you're a mad person. That's the short term or the most layman language I can use. That is what actually now, like, I say this is what shot me out of the army. Because the rest was okay. I was shot here. There is like a small, you can see this is, the bullet wounds are not like poor. Like this one is still inside. It never went through.
It's still inside.
Yes, I was told that if it is removed, then I would not be able to walk properly. So I decided to stick with it to remind me. Then I have also two here that also wiped me almost out. But I thank God it happened, and I'm still intact. But the brain part of it is problematic because I used to see, like daydreaming, and sometimes I would hold my weapon against my own, yes. That's what now was looked into and considered very unfit to continue serving. So I never left because when you leave, there is a number of years that you're not supposed to serve, then you can leave. But you just can't wake up tomorrow and say, I have trained, I have gone for 2 years, I want to stop. You can't do that.
And even talking about PTSD, we saw your story online. How did you overcome PTSD? And right now, are you okay?
Right now, I'm okay. At least we are talking.
Yes.
But at the same time, surround yourself with a very small circle. Those people who are really like, even if you do wrong, they will step up for you, and then they will, yes, they will defend you, but they will later on come and tell you, bro, you did wrong. Like, you really messed up this one. So I have that small group of course, people still serving, and my small family, I try to keep myself with a very small circle. I don't like friends. I don't do friends, actually.
Oh, really?
I don't. I don't have friends. If I have you as a friend, you are a workmate, not a friend. Because most of the time, friends are the ones who smoke you out. You get? So that small circle is the one which organized for therapies. I'm telling you, lots of money was used on me to just get me, because it took me like 6 years to now try to fit in, not to fit in, but to try to fit in the society that now I can communicate with you and feel like you deserve my time. We are equal. Because during trainings, you go as nothing. You are deemed as useless. But now once you get training, and now whatever is taught to you by your commanders gets into your head, and you think you're much more superior, you deserve more than any other person. So it took me lots of time to get out of my PTSD. And most of the people also online, when I joined TikTok, I was still not okay, because I used to think when I say is right, and you don't get to, challenge me. So I still had a problem of handling now the pressure of the media to try to fit in. Because like media, Not like as if this person has a problem with you. They'll just come insult you, comment rubbish, and most of the time I didn't take that lightly. So with time I learned, like, the same people are insulting you. When you meet them online, they even want to buy you lunch, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I need this training. So there is a therapist who came through as well.
Oh,
They
wow.
trained me for over 3 months, and here we are.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm happy to see that you are doing very well. And and when it comes to this expose to Watchdog, you know, at some point it's kind of dangerous because I'm sure you always receive threats from people, right? Most of the Kenyans might be curious. Some of these exposes, are you paid to be able to expose some of the bad things happening in Kenya?
If I'm paid, then I lose the purpose. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it's not about what is on the table. If you're paid to do an expose, you are not doing an expose. You are blackmailing.
Oh, I see.
You get? So the only way we do exposes is you and the other and the other and the other have facts or have evidence that this kind of a person or this kind of a company is doing this to us and we feel it's not proper. So I only do exposes that affect a community, affect a group of people. So anything that affects a community for me starts with the family, because the family makes up the community. So if I find that there is a family that is being affected by your actions, I will expose you. But you don't need to pay me. If you pay me, you have to be very clear and on record. Like, this is a token of appreciation.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful that you did the best work that took police a lot of time to, you know, get into this case and solve it.
Yeah.
So that one I'll take. But like, I want to pay you, what if you're setting me up? You know? This is Kenya, and people can be amazingly ungrateful,
Yeah.
and they will do anything to bring you down. So you don't take payments to do exposes. You just wait for, like, if somebody comes through and say, like, you've saved me, you helped me. Sometimes I get money. People give me money for free. Like, hey, Truth, Maze, I like what you're doing. Good job, good job.
Yeah.
But like, paying me to work for exposes is wrong. It's very wrong.
Okay, I hope you've been able to clear that. And talking about these exposes, I'd love us to converse about 3 things that are happening here in Kenya. First of all, we've been hearing murder cases here and there. Like, unajua sisi tunaziona online. We don't know who is saying the truth, who is not saying the truth. But since maybe you've been able to serve our country, uko na skills hapa na pale, you can give us your thoughts. First of all, I don't know if you've heard this story, DJ BrownSkin, who went on to record the wife while she was taking poison.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, hakuonyesha any effort or being remorseful to be able to stop the wife from taking the poison. So what do you think of that? Do you think that DJ BrownSkin is guilty?
Extremely.
Really?
Extremely. Even in the law, not just saying. You know, unfortunately, as Kenyans, we don't read our constitution.
Yes.
And most of the time, we want to justify our actions through media.
Yes.
You get? So, despite the fact that DJ Fatxo, not Fatxo, BrownSkin, sorry.
Yes.
DJ BrownSkin never gave the wife the poison.
Yes.
How did he know that it was the poison in that bottle? It could be water.
Yeah.
It could be maybe oil.
Yes. Yes.
But how did he know it was poison? You know, in the first place. Secondly, if you tell somebody, unataka kujiua, sawa jiue. In our law, you actually validated that. So, you affirmed you are okay with their death.
Yes.
Because as an adult, leave alone the wife, as an adult, if you sit around and you see somebody committing a crime and you don't attempt to stop it, there is something we call a citizen arrest. Okay? You're supposed to stop this person and call the police. Failure to do that, you are part or you are actually supporting the crime to take place. So it is illegal. If the family now of the lady decides to follow this matter up with the courts, he will be arrested.
Oh,
100%.
what?
Yes.
And even the way maybe people are saying, maybe was just taking the video in order to help. We are coming to Jeff's case later. We talk about it. Maybe people are saying, maybe alikuwa anajisaidia ikwe kama evidence so that next, in case itoke baadaye asiseme, mliua the lady, that is Sharon.
You didn't need a phone to do the evidence. They were children.
Yeah.
They would have actually given the witness what the mom was doing. And you taking the video as evidence means you have no trust in your children. You have no trust in your house help.
Yes.
Okay? You just have trust in you. Any man supporting this, I would define them as mad persons, and they don't understand the value of life unless they lose theirs or very close person. You know, right now DJ BrownSkin is trying to justify the act, and there are foolish people around him who you find that even their marriages are not in place. So you can't advise me about marriage when you're not in marriage. You had marriage. If you're not married yet, then okay. But you are married, and it's a lost marriage, and now you're advising me on my marriage. Doesn't make sense. So the crowd that he's having is just a misleading factor.
And I know you some time back umekuwa na a live chat with Andrew Kibe. But I saw Andrew Kibe, it's like an support. The woman was depressed, it's okay. Like what she did, it's okay. Oh, no, Naje.
You know, Andrew Kibe is my best friend, but I'll just tell him on this, stop being foolish. Stop being stupid, Andrew. Yeah. Because, you see, when somebody is committing suicide, they are not in their right state of mind. Sure. Okay? So you coming out to say, like, hey, she was ninja. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You got to understand that if somebody is undergoing depression, you need to step in. As the first person, you need to call on therapist. You need to take this person to the hospital. You don't say that she's a woman, she was mad. Exactly. That aspect of her being depressed. Depressed is from the word depression. She needs help, not condemnation. Yeah.
Okay, at least maybe some people have been able to understand that case. And when it comes to Jeff and DJ Fatxo case, okay, a lot has been happening. We cannot start from penye ilianza. But as of now, we know that Jeff was exhumed. Some of the specimens were taken out to be able to examine if indeed he was sodomized before he died, if indeed he was pushed. First of all, what do you think? Do you think that Jeff indeed was killed, or it's how DJ Fatxo is saying?
DJ Fatxo is a liar, a big fat liar. You know, there is that we call facial expressions. When you are doing investigation to a person, you are advised, don't listen much to what they are saying. Listen to what they are not saying. Okay? So if you make a mistake of concentrating on what the person is saying, also look at the facial expressions. These expressions will tell you whether these persons are cooking up stories or it's a fact that is happening. So most of the time, and if you just try to link up the stories, you find they are from the same person. They are not matching. They are actually differing. They are fighting each other. So that tells the confusion that is there. You are lying. You're not maintaining the story. Yep. So it's a lie.
And of course, when Jeff was exhumed, we are told that will it take 3 months or how many months for the results to come out? So according to you, how do you think the process is going to take place? And can you tell us if maybe you know a bit of the process?
Okay, yeah, the process is easy because it involves the usage of chemicals to try and separate the DNA signatures or on the samples, okay? So it might take time depending on the decaying levels of the samples, okay? And again, you know, we are trying to find, like, if he was defiled, how many people defiled him? So it might take a few times because you might find out, okay, there is a DJ Fatxo, and then you find another unknown element. So it might take some time, maybe 3, 4 months, 5 months. It all depends. But now, at least we have a case to argue. He did not kill himself. So who did? That's a case. So already we have a case that needs to go into the court, but we have to wait on the aspect of speculation that he might or he might have not. So that is what we have to wait and be patient.
And being patient, do you think that he will get the justice? So far, so good as you have been able to follow up on the story. Do you think he will get the justice? Because some people are saying it seems so far they have not yet made any arrest. Some people are saying it seems maybe DJ Fatxo are involved with very big people that maybe are being paid.
That could be another speculation. But sometimes, you know, people sell propaganda to just make sure that some cases go away. So whether he's connected or whatever it is, all we need is justice. So we might, like, if they say 3 months, we wait for 3 months. If they don't do anything, we go back to street again and again and again until it is addressed. Because also, as much he's connected as people speculate, but also the big people on this case, like the CES, you don't want to look bad. My friend, do something, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you fail in this one, this simple case, then what would you have solved for 5 years? Then you can see also the very top-notch leader of the DCI officer is on this case. So if they fail to solve this as well, you know, the public aspect of trusting these people is messed up. So they must, it's not like they should. It's a must you solve this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And of course, Pia Juicy, it's yesterday we saw the girlfriend saying understand with DJ Fatxo, meaning according to the girlfriend anajua maybe he has not done anything.
What will he poor mama? And unfortunately, wanawake wa Kenya, shame on most of them, because they put money up front, you know? And sometimes you'll find that actually it's threats. Then ukipata tu girlfriend, anaongeva juu amediscover Jeff had another girlfriend, you know? So we all have to argue from the environment that Jeff was in. So she's saying she's siding. You just tell her, shut the and leave this place, yeah? Because you're not helping at all. If somebody dies, you know, we say in Kiswahili, mfu hana adui. So when you start taking sides on someone who has been actually murdered, it don't make sense. Just don't take sides in this matter. Just leave it to the authority. As a girlfriend, let them solve. Because even as a girlfriend, you don't add any value to this person. Hata labda wazazi wako wanamjua. So yeye endelea kusaidia DJ Fatxo, probably atamuoa.
Okay, truth. I know the case is very hard, and even Kenyans are really waiting. And it's so sad because most people have been following you on your YouTube channel. They want to see these exposés. They want to see unawachanua. But it's so sad that your channel went missing. What really happened?
You know, I'm dealing with dark forces. And dark forces don't ever underestimate them. Okay? So dark and night, they are very working. So my channel was actually taken out at around 4:16 a.m. So there are these people whom I exposed, and they felt that I did the very wrong thing to expose them. So they formed a WhatsApp group and pulled down my, you know, to pull down a YouTube channel is not very difficult. You need like 200 people, or even 20, and report as much as possible.
They report a video?
Yes. Even if it is not sexual, you say sexual, you say harassment, you say defilement, you say defamation, all those cases. Report as much as possible. The channel is always pulled down. So that's what happened to my case.
What?
But we started another one, and we are doing good. We are less than 1 week, we are at 10,000.
Congratulations.
And we have monetized.
Wow, congratulations. Can you maybe tell the people the specific YouTube channel so that they can go subscribe?
The current one is Truth Watchdog Official, is my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
And we already have hundreds of videos.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And you are also on TikTok. TikTok is another big platform that you are in, and you are doing such a good job. But TikTok, as you can see, inaendelea kuwa kind of an app that people wanafanya usherati huko. Mara at night you are seeing people naked. Some people, I even saw another girl went on to do a video or a challenge. I think she bought a coffin and alilala ndani ya coffin. So what do you think about this TikTok na venye imekuwa? Because I always see you expose them na the thing that is going on.
Yeah, hiyo pumbavu is what is actually leading to so many deaths, because people are becoming so much careless. They don't really think of the other people. It's all about me and making a show off to get likes, to get views, to get famous. There is every coin has two sides. So if you get famous in a very bad light, that's where you remain. You'll never grow. Okay? You'll never grow. You'll just be there and people will know you for your silly acts online. But if you really want to grow, just do what is right. It's simple. Do what is right. Do what affects the community around you positively. And people will want you to grow. So for me, some of them who misbehave, actually I tell them, "Unajua mnanipea kazi." Because without you doing your nonsense, I will not be able to expose anything. But anytime I find, especially women, I have so much passion for women. I love them so much. And anytime I see we are losing one, I just feel like the whole nation is going into, into the drain. So we need to step up and try to correct as much as possible, help those who are willing to be helped.
Yeah.
But those who are not willing and think they know it all, we expose them so that in future you get, you know, when you do a mistake right now on media, it will affect you the entire life.
Yeah.
And that video will pop up that moment when you don't really need something like that.
Yes.
And you will do nothing about it. So we just have to remind them, like, we are watching, we are here, and don't be surprised your mother asking you, what are you doing in a coffin?
Yes.
You really wanted to die, why didn't you kill yourself then? You know, take yourself into the coffin so that you can just come and carry.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Okay, as you're finishing up, we want to know if Truth is dating, kama akona familia, and maybe you can tell your fans when you're gonna watch, or people who don't know you, where they can find you on all your socials.
Hey, Truth is dating, kama akona familia. Truth akona watu wawili. Niko na Chance, namwita Prince Chance, na niko na Alfonso Poppy, 2 boys. Truth is not dating or married, lakini kama uko na ka-CV hapo, huwa utu wako on TikTok, upendi media, juu me, by the way, I like my privacy so much.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to have my wife. Hata mimi nataka channel. That kind of ladies, no. We songa tu mbele, tafuta watu famous huko. But if you're that kind of a person, najificha, welcome into my world of secrecy. Yep.
Your type
My type?
of lady?
Bora tu kakwetu, yani kadem kaishima. Unajua, lakini sura pia ikuwe kidogo.
Nataka describe hizo physical features.
Physical features? Yeah. Mama, kuwa na kahaga. Okay, haga lazima. Alafu sura pia usifanane mwanaume. Usikuwe handsome lady, ukuwe beautiful. Then, makeup ikuwe tu ni by the way. You should just be beautiful natural, unaget. Sai kununua piece nilisikia ni 700, kushuka sijui 1400. Ile pesa manzele ni sukari na unga na nini. Wewe usijipake hata mbiro. Kama ni eyelashes unataka za black. You know? So she should have at least, manze sitaki tusimame na dem nikaa tunafanana.
So are you describing kienyeji ama?
Lakini akwe na knowledge, unaget. Education is key, unaget. Because like right now you see I'm a father, and I cannot do away with my sons for the sake of loving a woman. So I need this woman who can understand, like, these kids need both father and mother figure.
Yeah.
So when you're coming in, I don't want you to, like, wakati unapata ball, now you seclude my kids. I want you to, like, incorporate like we are a family, a group of people who do not know each other, but have decided to come and live together. So we just cope with one another. Akwe machua hapa, upstairs.
Okay. Okay, there's this question nimesahau, and then utupatie your social media pages. So far so good. Are there big politicians or celebrities when you wamekuwa approach wakasema, Truth, I want you to work on this expose. I want you to expose maybe this and that.
Wow, hundreds.
Hebu tuambie jina hata si mbaya.
Juzi mmeniona na Justina, sio Kimau.
Sio kao.
Sio kawa, anaitwa Justina, sio Justina Wamae.
Oh, Justina Wamae, the one
presidential candidate.
Yes.
Okay, amjaniona na naniyo, anaitwaje this funny lady wa Samido. I mean, Karen Nyamu. There are many people whom I'm supposed to work with. But you know, you always have to value what do I get as a result?
Yeah.
How does this benefit me as well? Because unajua media say on YouTube, we depend on media, tunaacha jobs zetu zenye tulikuwa nafanya privately. Now we want to live this public life. At the same time we want to earn a living. So ni wengi sana wenye na work na wao. Na wenye wanataka ni investigate some matters. But you know, sometime unaangalia, hey, hii kitu naweza investigate nikole risasi. Hii haina kurudi nyuma.
Yes.
Even Mike Sonko
amekuita.
Hata he even posts me.
Hey.
Yeah, he does. You know? Na ni mtu mwenye hata nishaimulika. That is the beauty of Mike Sonko. Nishaimulika na nikamcorrect on some things. And he takes it positive. Unajua kuna wale wananiambia, we bro, kanyaga hapa tena. And they mean it. By the way, if a politician threatens you and hauna pesa, hauna influence, toka mbio. Just run. Okay? Yeah, so kuna wase na work na wa bigi, kuna wase na work na wa dogo, na work na ma junior. Everyone, I work with everyone in my environment.
Okay, basi give us your social media pages where people can find you as you are finishing.
Truth Watchdog official on YouTube, Truth Watchdog 1 and Truth Watchdog official on TikTok. I have an account on TikTok that are two. One has around 37,000 and the other one has around 130,000. And on Facebook, Truth Watchdog Official as well. And on Instagram, Truth Watchdog. On Twitter, Truth Watchdog as well. Yep.
Okay, thank you guys. That has been it with Truth Watchdog. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? And any if you have questions about him, just comment down below. Probably he'll come to answer. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.